welcome back to the Scotiabank Saddledome, and welcome to the Canadian Armed Forces Appreciation Night, the 15th annual. And while it will look significantly different this year than it did the previous 14, still happy to celebrate our servicemen and women here tonight. Thank you for all that you do. And we'll get to the matchup, of course, between the Flames and the Jets, the second of back-to-back games coming up in just a moment's time. But first, let's remind you about the Saddledome Live app and how you can play along from home here tonight in terms of this Calgary Flames home game. You open up the app, click the fan game section, enter tonight's Flames and Jets event, and jump right in and correctly predict 4 game scenarios about tonight's rematch versus the Winnipeg Jets, and you can battle against me as well. Let's take a peek at some of my predictions from tonight's game. They were awful last night, 0 for 4, so let's hope we get some more success tonight. But you can enter and have the opportunity to win tonight a Calgary Flames Kachuk camo jersey on Canadian Armed Forces Appreciation Night. But all contestants will continue to accumulate points in the Bet99.net Score 4 Grand Prize, which will be announced soon. Score 4, presented by Bet99.net, is free to play, and you must be 19 years or older. And as a reminder, just by predicting these live game scenarios, the Score 4 contest will close shortly after puck drop tonight. Good luck to everyone, and good luck as you accumulate those scores. All right, before we get to tonight's matchup, let's first look back on how it all unfolded last night. Well, as you saw there, it was another one-goal game between these two teams, and this series has had nothing but in terms of the head-to-head matchup. Now in the 6 games, 5 of those have been decided by a single goal. Of course, the Calgary Flames on the wrong end of that one last night. And for the Winnipeg Jets, that win vaulted them up into a tie in the North Division atop the standings with the Toronto Maple Leafs, at least entering play tonight. Of course, the Leafs in action against the Edmonton Oilers. But for the Calgary Flames, still looking at that opportunities late in that game to tie the hockey game. Unfortunately, not meant to be. And when it was all said and done, can't help but look back on the start to the game, and that's the focus here tonight for this group.
Well, we want to have a better start. We want to come out, dictate a game early, play fast, try and get that first goal either way. We just got to have a better start, play with the same urgency and pace that we did in the third, and then we'll have a better chance to win and stay out of the box too. Too many penalties yesterday. That definitely hurt us, taking too many.
I think we just got to play hard, play fast, and play the right way. I mean, that doesn't involve taking penalties. So, I mean, you can have a good start with good urgency and play the right way and not take penalties. So, I mean, I don't think that's something that we're trying to avoid, or we're not going to be scared about it. We got to go in there. Can't just dip our toe in the water here. We got to take a leap and play the way we need to play.
Well, it's the first game that we haven't had a good one in the 9 games, so not necessarily that you score the first goal or anything, but that everybody's sharp and ready to go.
expect that from this hockey team here as we start this game here tonight against the Winnipeg Jets. It's been a frustrating stretch, no doubt, for the Calgary Flames. Just 4 goals in their last 4 games, all of them losses, of course. And while some of the noise on the outside counting the Calgary Flames out already, those in the locker room, to a man, still a lot of belief knowing that it's got to start somewhere, and that somewhere should be tonight.
We really got to focus here on, like I said, boring answer, but just the next game, next shift, next period. You know, control what we can control and just have a ton of urgency and play hard. At this point, it's been a frustrating season, and you know, at this point, I feel like we have nothing to lose now. We just, I know people are starting to count us out, but we have not, so we just got to go out and show that we can win a lot of games in a row, like I said before.
Just got to take it one game at a time, focus on winning one game, back at it tomorrow night at home against the same team here. So, yeah, just focus on winning that one game and try and get on a roll. You know, all year long we haven't been able to really get on a roll, and be no better time than now to get on one, but it starts with the first one.
Let's now take a look at who to watch for the Winnipeg Jets. Paul Stastny, no matter who he's playing with, Stastny seems to love playing against Calgary. He had a goal and an assist last night. That's now 67 points in his career in 63 games against the Calgary Flames. They'll try to slow him down tonight. And for the Flames, Matthew Tkachuk got his 9th goal of the year last night. And he was all around it throughout the course of the game. Had a couple of chances in the dying minutes to tie it up as well. Also had 3 hits, by the way, last night. Gives him 101 on the season. 3 consecutive years he's tallied over 100 hits in a season. All right, let's talk about the Winnipeg Jets now. Some nervous moments in the final minutes. Of course, Paul Stastny was in the penalty box as they finished off that game, but were able to get the job done. They reflect back on last game and how they can improve here tonight as well.
I think it's been going that way for a while. I mean, I think you know, that stretch there around when we went to Toronto, our game kind of came, you know, rounded into form. You know, we played a super freak in Edmonton who, you know, did some damage to us. So that was a learning experience. But our game has been good. You know, our game's been right on here for a bit now, and it's a game. You know, you have confidence in that can give you a chance to win every single night. Now it's, you know, there's gonna be nights where it doesn't go your way, and that's where you build confidence, knowing that even when it doesn't go your way, the next night, you know, you can rely on a brand of hockey that can give you some success.
And minute 52, I was in the box or something like that. But yeah, I mean, our PK did a great job. They're not really giving up much. You know, the one chance they had, I think Bucky did a good job, kind of really holding that leg down. And then, you know, Copper and Laus, obviously, had great stick pressure, and Laus had that big face off there to kind of clinch it. But that was, you know, PK obviously. A game like that, kind of special teams was a difference, and it showed there at the end.
All right, here's what you need to know for this evening. Mark Giordano, 2 points shy of a milestone of his own tonight. A little 500 theme here this evening. .500 would be if he gets 2 more for Gio, and a little later on Johnny. But first, Dustin Wolf. How about his run to start the season in the WHL? 3 straight shutouts and a new record streak for the Everett Silvertips, tallying over 216 minutes. The young prospect off to a great start in Everett. And then Johnny Gaudreau playing in his 500th NHL game here tonight. There you see the 500 points for Gio, 500 games for Johnny. And a quick thought from Michael Backlund on his memory of seeing Johnny break into the NHL for the first time and where he's come in 499 games. Yeah,
I saw a little guy come in here with a ton of skill. You know, he, as a person and player, he's matured over the years. But right away you can tell how talented he is, how skilled, and what a good player he is. And it's been so much fun watching him play. It's always you know, really enjoyable watching all this stuff he does on the ice, and I'm impressed how good he is. So I've been impressed since day one, and I remember when he came in his first full season, had a tough start at first, but I remember turned his game around in Winnipeg, having a couple points or 3 points, something like that. So, and then it just took off. So hopefully he can do that tonight, and hopefully him and us as a team can take off.
All right, here is a look at the starting goaltenders for this evening. We'll begin with the Winnipeg Jets and Laurent Brossoit. He hasn't been busy this season. Hellebuck has carried a lot of the load, but when he's been in, he's been good. 5-2 on the year. Brossoit goes for the Jets. And for the Calgary Flames, Markstrom had started 10 of the last 11 for Calgary. So tonight it'll be David Riddick getting the net for the Calgary Flames, a .908 save percentage. And there you see his numbers, 3-6-1 on the season. All right, as we mentioned, it is Canadian Armed Forces Appreciation Night here in the Scotiabank Saddledome. So in warm-ups, members of the Calgary Flames rocking some of their military-themed jerseys. These are custom Adidas jerseys. They are signed, each one of them. As you can see, the autograph is right there tagged on the number. And starting right now, those are now available for auction. CalgaryFlames.com/CAF auction. You can go on there between now and Tuesday, April 6th at 8 p.m. and bid on those jerseys, and they go towards a great cause as well. Funds directed towards support our troops in the Military Family Resource Center via the Calgary Flames Foundation. So a nice little tie-in here to Canadian Armed Forces Appreciation Night. That does it for the pregame show. We'll get you set and ride you off with a look at the Calgary Flames Remax 50-50 numbers, totaling just close to 90,000 as that pot remains open for a couple of hours. CalgaryFlames.com/5050 to get your tickets and maybe have an opportunity to take home a nice big pot here tonight. All right, you're all set for the Flames and Jets. Round 2, the second of back-to-backs between these two teams. They'll do it again on Monday night. The Flames looking to snap their 4-game losing streak here this evening. Puck drops around the corner. Thanks for watching the Flames pregame show brought to you by Budweiser. We'll see you at the first intermission.